Well, hello and welcome to this edition of YouTube Live at the Print. Now, today we are discussing the point about how Rahul Gandhi landed in Wayanad to file his nomination from a second seat apart from Amethi. Now, it is interesting how Rahul has decided to contest from both seats. Amethi also he has fought all these years, but this time the choice of Wayanad initially began with the Kerala Congress actually asking him to come forward and also choose Wayanad as his second seat, because they felt that that will also add to the excitement, as well as it will add to the strength of the Congress party in the south. Now, it is important that to understand that Rahul took this decision also because one reason that is being seen and that is being understood by political analysts is also because they felt that the Congress has been weakening in the south. Now, if you see in Tamil Nadu, they are absolutely, they have been decimated. They are in Andhra Pradesh, they have been decimated. They are negligible in Telangana. The only strong states that they have is Karnataka and Kerala. So what happens now is that the whole idea of when they're looking at the Congress party trying to portray itself at the center and try and win as many as seats as possible, if they have almost negligible or decimated themselves in states in southern India, then how do they go forward? We should also remember that southern India has dictated a lot of terms, or rather leaders, be it regional parties who have been allies to both the NDA and the UPA, have helped form governments and even dictated terms. We've also seen how we have had even a few prime ministers that come from the south. So what is important and to understand is the choice of Wayanad for Rahul is also because they want to show that the Congress is still strong, that Rahul is still popular, and he still is their prime ministerial candidate. So this they have come across quite strongly and quite openly. Today when Rahul Gandhi filed his nomination in Wayanad, it also started off with a huge road show. Now, this was a show of strength, this was a show of support. There were very interesting slogans that were shouted out, where they said that we asked for one flower, we got an entire garden in the name of Rahul Gandhi. He's the man who's going to rule the country. He's the man who's going to take over the responsibility of the country. And so every vote in Wayanad, the Lok Sabha constituency, should be for the hand. So these are kind of the very interesting kind of observations and sloganeering that has been seen. People welcoming Rahul with open arms, and a lot of people also saying that Rahul Gandhi standing from Wayanad is one of the wisest decisions that was taken by the Congress, for the simple reason that it will also give the UDF, which they hope will do, which the UDF is hoping will do well in Kerala, it will also help strengthen the party. But we will be taking questions here. You can send in our questions. I will try and answer as much as I can. And while we're taking questions, we'll also explain how it has taken place. Now, let me, Maharshi saying the roadshow is organized by the Muslim League and the PFI extremists. Now, you have to understand something while you're sending in questions or comments here, that there are allies, there are people, the UDF have their allies, the LDF have their allies, the NDA as well also have their allies, and so does the UPA. Now, the Wayanad Lok Sabha constituency is a stronghold of the Congress. It is also a stronghold of the Indian Muslim League. You have areas like Mallapuram, Sultan Batteri, Manantawadi, and all these places around, which are also strongholds of the Muslim League. And so the Muslim League also have been long-term allies of the Congress. Now, that roadshow that we also saw, that was also a way of people in Wayanad, or rather Congress supporters or the UDF supporters, welcoming Rahul in that place. Let me take another question. I was also asked this question about chances of Rahul Gandhi winning from Wayanad. Well, if you look at the ground situation, like I said, this is a Congress stronghold. It also has a strong presence of the Muslim League. Now, they being the longest long-term allies, they will help on the ground, especially because of the caste combination and the religious combination that works in that place. So that way, and that is why it is said that Wayanad is the safest seat for Rahul Gandhi in any part of the country. It was projected as such. Now his win is for the people to vote, but the trends that are saying on ground is that because it is a safe seat for the Congress, and that is why he chose that. Is the left really weak in Kerala, and are the left votes up for grabs? Is this what RG has gone to grab? Asked Vatsal Dwivedi. See, the UDF government is the government in place right now. The left is weaning. It does have weakening in Kerala. Let me tell you that the Sabrimala issue does have a lot of impact, and the standing that they took and the stand that the UDF took, especially on that, will have its repercussions, and that is what parties, for example the BJP or the Congress, will be milking on. Now if you look at Wayanad, let me specifically come to that and then talk about Kerala. In Kerala, in Wayanad, the left, it does not have so much of a presence. Now let me quickly take chances of Rahul Gandhi winning from Wayanad is 100%, but from Amethi it's a sure shot defeat. Let me just finish my previous idea where I was saying that in Kerala, while the LDF feel that they will be able to win, may not be able to perform very well, but yes, they are going to be putting a tough fight. This time the fight in Kerala is Rahul Gandhi versus Pinarayi Vijayan, the Chief Minister of Kerala, and not so much as Rahul Gandhi versus the BJP or what we saw in the rest of the country. Yes, that's like you're saying, if Rahul Gandhi's winning is 100% in Wayanad, he may lose in Amethi to Smriti Irani. Well, that we'll have to wait and watch, especially on the day after on counting. But the choice of safe seat was also taken up because of this. Choice between Amethi and Wayanad will be a huge dilemma for Rahul Gandhi, because on one hand Amethi is the seat that he has always won from. It is their traditional seat, while Wayanad has opened their arms and have welcomed Rahul Gandhi, and the Congress has and wants to ensure his win from there. It will be tough for him to decide, but if he decides, and this is something that has been in deliberation with the Congress party, that he may take up Wayanad and give up Amethi for his sister Priyanka Gandhi, and that is what is being discussed largely, especially amongst a lot of senior congressmen, because that way the Congress feel they will be able to balance and keep both the seats safe. Wayanad as a constituency is also an interesting constituency, because like we saw how Randeep Surjewala did say that it is a geographical decision. Wayanad being at the border of 3 states. One, it's situated in Kerala, you have Tamil Nadu and you have Karnataka, and so Rahul's popularity will resonate in the other parts, for example in Chamarajanagar, in the old Mysore region of Karnataka, and you have the Nilgiris and surrounding areas in Tamil Nadu. Now Vatsal Dwivedi is also saying, will Raji contest from Wayanad have ripple effect on other states in southern India? Yes, that's what I was actually saying. It will have its effects, because the Congress believe that his presence will have its effect on the surrounding states, and that is why the revival of the Congress will depend for Rahul Gandhi from Wayanad, and that is why they chose such an interesting seat for this entire election for him to choose from as a second seat. Now Rahul Gandhi is also, in terms of how Wayanad has been, if you see the population also, it has nearly around 8 lakh population, 14 lakh population, pardon me. In that 14 lakh population, nearly 14% of them belong to, we have, so nearly more than 40% of that belong to the minorities, and that is why, and the minorities traditionally in Kerala, they do support the Congress, if you see the way the trends have taken place in the last few elections, and that is why they are hoping that based on this they will be able to take it forward. Now, and they are hoping that Rahul will also win this seat. The Congress will obviously hope that he wins both the seats, but if he does win, if he does win Wayanad, then the people in Wayanad also are hoping that he will not leave that seat alone, because Wayanad as a place, as a district also is a tribal area. Now let me take one more question before I go on, whether it is Rahul or Priyanka, they are going to get a drubbing this election and Smriti ji is going to snatch it for sure. This is in Amethi that you are saying. Well, we will see. It is a tough contest. It is a very, very tough contest, because there is a Modi wave across, and most places, if you see, even in Karnataka where I am right now, even here if you see, most of the campaigning in places, it is more of a Modi campaign rather than the candidate campaign. But also if you see in like for example, even the similar thing that we see for the Congress, it's more of a Rahul campaign than a local candidate campaign. Now we've also heard about how basically people are saying that the strength of the Congress or the UDF for that matter has been waning in that area, because the previous election, M.I. Shanawaz, who passed away last year, who was the sitting MP there, his vote share came down by a huge percentage. But this while we were analyzing the data that was there, in 2009 he won by a huge margin, but by 2014 the margin came down to nearly 20,000, and that is also because of the anti-incumbency, not against the Congress party so much so against the candidate, because a lot of people said that the candidate was not involved directly with the daily activities and was not communicating very well at the ground level, and that there was a growing anti-incumbency, and that led to the reduction of the margin. So the general trend and the general belief, especially of people there, is they want whoever they want, the candidate should win by a huge margin. Now today, when I have been talking to a few people who were part of the procession in the road show in Wayanad today, and they were saying that there were two opinions. On one hand, they were like, they would prefer that Rahul Gandhi continues and chooses Wayanad over Amethi if he wins both. Also because it will help in development of this place. This is, like I was saying earlier, it's a tribal area, it's a backward area, it's one of the backward area districts in the country, and the second backward, there are two of them in Kerala, this being the second one. Let me also tell you, Wayanad does not even have a direct railway line to that place. So it needs a lot more development and a lot more concentration, and a leader like Rahul Gandhi, even if he stands from there, will bring focus to the tribal district of that area and the woes of the people, and that is what they hope. On the other hand, the other side, people saying that Rahul should, or the Congress should not use Wayanad as a stepping stone to the south and then just dump Wayanad and go away and for any other political calculations. But and that is a sense of fear there is amongst a certain group of people, even certain youngsters saying so and coming across and coming forth. So that apprehension being there while people going to vote. But like I was saying, the general feeling is, especially amongst the people there, is that they would like to vote in for the strongest party who can bring a change. And Kerala, if you see, typically during the parliamentary elections, the trend is slightly different, especially compared to assembly elections, because they would rather prefer to vote in a party that will be strong in the center, that will also help them in the state. And if you look at the left has almost no presence in the country. It is only Kerala left. They are struggling at this point of time, and so that is why a chance for the left looks feeble. On the other hand, you have an NDA candidate who has been put here, Tushar Vellapalli. He belongs to the BDJS. Now the BDJS is the political arm of the Sri Narayana Guru community, which has been for a long time, he and his father have been heading, and they belong to a particular community called the Iravas. Now the Iravas form the largest community in Kerala, and the vote, if you look at, and the whole idea of NDA putting a candidate who is the leader of the Iravas is because there is a large population, nearly 14-15% of Iravas in Wayanad, and that will give a tough fight, especially for Rahul Gandhi, and they're hoping to at least cut into the votes. Now there are some leaders who have been speaking to the BJP in Kerala who also say that the NDA candidate may not win, but he'll definitely cause a huge dent to Rahul Gandhi and the number of votes possibly that could go to him. So it is a tough decision right now. It will be quite a dilemma for the Congress to choose between Amethi and Wayanad, but the general hope is that that Rahul may choose Wayanad, and it will also help, because if the whole idea is to create more inroads into South India, to popularize the Congress a lot more, then a national leader, the president, the AICC president representing from the south, because when he has been going to his various rallies and saying that Modi has neglected the southern part of India, then it makes more sense, or it's more wiser for him to stand and choose a southern seat over a seat that has been his traditional seat. So these are the kind of apprehensions that we're seeing, and thank you so much for the questions that you've been sending us. We will try and answer a lot more that comes up as and when they come, but the whole idea here is to provide you and give you a sense of what is on the ground, and do keep tuning into the Print YouTube links and see what we have for you, because we here analyze and give you what we see on the ground, and we'll be able to portray and give you the right views and the opinions that come from across the country. Thank you so much for watching.